Hey guys, welcome back to Games Mods. Now, I know this isn't my desk because this box is big. So it's actually on my kitchen floor at the moment. So we can unbox it because it's not going to fit on my desk. But without further ado, let's get into it. So let's pop open the box. Alright, here we go. Little piece of foam. And there she is. We have the Baize here. And I got the clear edition because I just thought it looked a lot cooler than the orange. Wow. This is serious. So this is one of the 3 blasters I got for myself for my birthday, which is Monday. I first got the Griffin from Xbox Games. That was the first present to myself, and then of course the Baize here, the clear edition from Frontline from Derek, and then another one that actually just dropped at the door is the Kieran. So that'll be up probably maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday. I'm not necessarily sure when, because I got a Nerf event to go to tomorrow, so I don't know if I'll have time to film. But let's get this thing out and see what we got in here. Spring. There's a grip. And the blaster itself, which is tightly wrapped in plastic, which is very nice. I actually might keep this box. It's a very nice box. Because the spring that comes with is good, but I want it to hit somewhere around 300, so I decided to get that spring. So yeah. What do we have here? So we have the 2 bolts for the priming slides, the bars themselves, some spring tubes to basically put pressure on this spring so it can hit harder, 1 magazine, and the grip. And I believe this is a 3D printed piece that I also ordered from Frontline Foam to take regular talon mags. Because this one's nice, but it's proprietary, so it's not going to do much good. But with this, you can just throw this in and use your talons. So let me put everything together and get it out of the package, and I'll see you guys once that's done. Alright guys, so I got everything out of the package. So basically you have the blaster, the spring, the grip, the mag included, the 3D printed talon mag adapter, which you can also order on Frontline Foam, the various spring spacers, it's a set of 5, the priming bolts, 2 really big hex keys, 4 screws and 2 washers for the priming bars on the sides. You have this little piece which goes into the grip or into the triggering mechanism behind the trigger if you want to switch it out. It has a nut in there already for the screw for the grip, but they give you an extra one if you want to switch it out, because that one probably rattles around because it is just a nut. This one's just a solid piece. So I don't know if I'll switch or not, because that means I would have to undo the whole blaster, and I kind of want to. At least not until I upgrade it. So I'll probably save this piece for when I do open it up and upgrade it with the spring. Well, then again, I have to put that spring in it. So we may do that. Haven't decided yet. But for now, we're gonna put everything else together, the grip and the bolt prime handles, and then we'll see what kind of FPS the stock spring that's already in it gets. And then we'll go ahead and probably switch out with the, I guess that's the higher spring. I don't know which one that is, but I'll have to look. But yeah, let me see where everything goes and then we'll get back to it. Okay, so I had to move to my desk because I couldn't do it in that space. It was freaking me out. I needed more chaos around it. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to show you how to get to this spring. It's very easy. You're going to go back to the stock here and you're going to loosen the stock. So, because this stock does extend, which is very nice. So you can actually calibrate it to your shoulder length. But you're actually going to do it all the way until it pops out. And then you can get to your spring, which is very nice for switching. Alright, now that we got that guy off, you can see right here, this little black part, I think you can just twist that, or push it in and then twist. Yeah, push in and twist. You can almost do it with your finger, which I'm trying to do. You may need a flat head because there's a knot in there. My fingers are not that skinny. There we go. So you just twist that out and you can switch out this spring with the upgrade spring, which is the 1.8 that I got for the Baize. We will do a couple testing things. We will test the stock spring, which is this one. And then we will go ahead and test the upgraded spring. And then we will test the upgraded spring with the different spacers. So we can get a whole bunch of, a whole range of FPS rate. So we can get a whole bunch of FPS ranges out of it. Put that back in, put it sideways, and we're going to put this back on. Alright guys, now that we got the sock screwed back on there, we will put in the bolts. I'll do that first and then we'll go ahead and put on the grip. So, what you're going to do is you're going to take one of these guys. It doesn't matter which one you take, you're just going to put it in over the holes. You're going to match those two up with those two, just like so. You're going to put two of these screws into there. If you want, you can put them in there just like that. They should just go in like so. And then you line those up right there. And you just tighten it with this. Let's see if I can hold this better. Alright, so we got one on one side. Now, I will note, you do have to put a little bit of elbow grease into it because these bolts are pretty tight in there. But it looks pretty good. So, then we're going to go to the other side and do the same thing. Alright, then we go. We got them on both sides. So now we'll put on the grip because we can't do anything without a grip. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your grip. You're going to notice there's a hole in there. Well, actually, there's a few holes. But this should just fit on there pretty perfectly. Like so. Let's see here. Just like that. And you're going to take your bolt. And I'm actually going to put this on it to try to hold it in there. And you're gonna fit it right in there into the nut or the metal piece that's in there with the hole. And you should be able to, ew, now I know what the washers are for. Never mind. No. So you have to put the washers onto the screw before you put it in, because the hole, the screw will actually go through the hole if you try to do it without. So it's not a Gims Mods video without something falling off the desk. So you're gonna put them on just like that. Put that right in there. Now the washers will fall off if you try to tip it, so I'm actually gonna tip the blaster and go up inside like there. Hopefully that'll tighten just like so. All right, no wiggle, nice. So you have your mag releases here. They are ambidextrous, which is very nice. You have a safety here, so when it's up like this, it means it's safe. When it's down like that, or I guess horizontal, you're good to go. Some people I know took out the safety because it is annoying. I don't know if I may leave this on here just because, but I do like where it's located, and it's also ambidextrous, so it is on both sides. Well, on the top it says Baize S100S. It says do not arbitrarily change the color of the toy because it could be looked as a real firearm. You don't want that. The orange tip helps a lot. And it being clear or orange helps a lot as well. So we will see how well the mag release is with the included magazine it came with. This, it says it holds 13, but it looks a little short. So we'll test that, but see, does it go? Yeah. Oh, very short. So just like that. Then your mag release. Is it up or down? I can never tell. Or is it forward? There we go. So it comes out like that. So let's go fill this mag up and put it over the chronograph out the door. All right, guys. So we're at the range with the Baize S100S. I have the magazine filled with, what is that, 5? Yeah, 5 Gen 3 high-end darts. Now, this magazine does not hold 13. It holds probably about 7. So keep that in mind. But we will go ahead and load this up into the Baize, and then I also want to see what it would, how much FPS the stock spring gets with the bamboo darts of the worker variety. So, God, this thing is long. All right, let's go ahead and try it. Not a bad prime. Oh, safety's on. Okay, safety's off. 177 with the stock. 162. 147. 156. 135, and we are out, I believe. All right, guys, I went ahead and loaded up the magazine again with bamboo from Worker Mod, bamboo darts. So we'll go ahead and see if there's any difference in FPS with these guys. I'm expecting the same, about 140-ish average, so we'll see. 187. 185, 188, 181, and we are out at 185. So pretty consistent with the bamboos, more so than the high end, which is cool. Very good. So about 182 average, I would say. So not bad with the bamboos. I'm probably gonna use those in this because those things hit. But let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and switch the spring out to the upgraded one without the spacers, and we'll go ahead and test those with the bamboos and see what we get. Alright guys, so I got the 1.8 upgrade spring in here. I actually left the stock off because I gotta switch it back to the stock spring afterwards, because this spring to get in here is really tough, so just keep that in mind. But I loaded the mag up with 5 more of the bamboo darts. Let's see what kind of numbers we get with this. Just from the fact of the spring fighting me going in, I think we're gonna hit way past 200, so let's go ahead and try. Well, the prime is a lot stronger. Oh, safety. Dang, 299. $281. $296. $294. I'm gonna have to wear some earplugs with this thing. $296 again, I think. Last shot. $298. So easily a 300 FPS cap blaster with the strongest spring in it. Now, that spring in there is very strong, so you would not combine the spacers with that one. You would just combine it with the stock spring to fine tune it. So technically, I guess this is a good one for Armageddon if you're going to use it there. Just make sure you have a lot of arm strength built up for that. I'm going to throw probably a tripod and a bipod and a scope on this, and we'll go back to the stock spring and we'll try the spacers to see what kind of FPS we get with those. Alright guys, so I have the stock spring back in the Baize, and I'm going to put this spacer in it. This says 1.25 on it. I don't know if you guys can see that. There we go. So this is the first one, the shortest one in the 5 spacer set from Frontline Foam. So I'm going to throw this in, and we'll see what kind of range we get with this, with the bamboos, the stock spring, and the spacer. Alright guys, so I got the spacer in there. So if you do want to put the spacer in, what you will have to do is take out these 2 little screws here, one here and one here. This cheek mount, same size screw that's in these back ones are up here, so 1 and 2. You have to take out these 2 bolts. There's one here and one underneath the cheek rest. That's why you have to take the cheek rest off. And just prying, pulling all those out, you should be able to widen the stock just a little bit to get the spacer in down all the way onto the plunger rod, and then you put the spring in and close it. So that's how I got that in. I did as well put the talon adapter in, so we will use a regular 10 round talon with the bamboos, and see what kind of FPS we get with the first spring spacer, the lowest one, I believe. $152. $210. That's very different. $210 again. $210 again. Oh, we're out. Okay, so yeah. Little bit difficult to prime. Not too bad, but yeah, I'm not going to do the other spacers just because of how it feels. Well, with the one spacer in there, it does get up to 210, so that's a positive. Yeah, I don't like the way it feels when I'm doing that, and it's very hard to pull all the way back with this Talon mag. Let me try it one more time with the magazine that came with, and it might be a little bit easier. Alright, so I got some more of the bamboos and I put them in the mag that it came with. We'll try it. Hopefully it does a little bit better. And it almost like gets stuck, which I don't like, but we'll see. 208, 211, 210, 210, 213. So, yeah, it's not horrible, but I'm going to say no on the spacers for now. I'm not going to go any higher just because I'm afraid of how it's functioning, because basically when I'm pulling this back, it's going to like here and wanting to stop, and then I have to pull it a little bit extra hard to make it go all the way to make it catch. So it's a little bit disconcerting that way. But I'm going to go ahead and take out the spacer. But so we did the highest spring, which hits almost 300. When I get the Prophecy N28 spring, I'm going to throw that in this bad boy, and hopefully I believe we're going to get up to 300 as well, but it's going to be a much smoother and better prime. I don't want to break the blaster internally, so I'm going to leave it as is. But other than that, it's a great blaster. Stock, it feels great. The spacer's a little iffy. The mag adapter, 3D printed, so it's not going to work too well, I think. I think the magazine that came with works a lot better, but that's just me. But I'm going to throw a bipod onto this, and I'm going to throw a bipod onto this and a scope and make it look all pretty. And then, yeah. But if you guys have a Baize or you want to get one, I'll leave a link down below. For Frontline foam, I believe you can get one of them for about $230. I got some of the extra stuff like the spring spacers and whatnot. I'll leave the links down below if you want for the mag adapter, the spring spacers, the higher grade spring if you want that, as well as a Prophecy spring, which I highly probably recommend more so than the other one. But if you want to pick you up one, it comes in clear like this, which is really cool, or it comes in the orange, which is also cool. But other than that, guys, until we get the other spring, that will be it for the Baize today. But I plan on upgrading this fully in the future with a metal kit, maybe after my birthday. But until then, I'm Games Mods, and I will see you guys in the next video. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys later. Alright, bye.